Good.
It's all right, Angel. Praise the Lord.
I was looking for my. Oh my God, my mug. Yes. I was
Thank you.
looking for my laptop, couldn't find it. Then I was in my truck looking for my shoes.
Sing to me.
Danny's gonna come and watch how we do a podcast from over there with the mask on because she wants to start one.
Today?
Oh, she's
Yeah.
starting one.
You took your hair down on Zooming for real?
I started taking it down. I didn't finish until this morning.
You went to sleep with half it out?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let me find my phone. Dan's doing my show tomorrow to Sunday.
Is she?
Mm-hmm.
You be working.
I am so tired, and I had the nerve.
I'm exhausted.
I had the nerve to take a bath this morning. I love baths, but baths I feel like are only good. This is so nice, y'all. When you don't have anything to do. They actually like whatever energy I had this morning, it gone. It ain't here no more. Oh my God. I'm kind of tired of hearing Dave Chappelle's voice.
Oh, really?
He's not really. He's just a
No,
press release.
He's not even doing it. Literally,
It's not. It's a press release.
He's doing a podcast every 4 months.
Yeah, he's just doing being an orator, and I'm tired. I mean, you can call it. He can call it whatever he wants to. He's a grown ass man, but it's really not as special. It's him speaking what he feels are absolutes, speaking as the almighty wisdom.
He definitely did.
And I'm like, I'm tired of hearing you.
Thank you for the tea, by the way.
Thank you, Angel.
I'm going
Sorry
live.
that I didn't send the text sooner.
No.
Because I was calling the Tony in the dance studio trying to track down my.
Did you get it though?
They have it. I have to go pick it up after this.
Oh, Andrew, you left something?
We was doing the most, man.
My laptop.
Your whole laptop?
Mm-hmm. Whoever moved our
Yep.
that table and stuff, my
Mhm.
laptop was not where I had left it.
Okay.
That's why I be like, let me just move my stuff where I see it, cause I know where my stuff be and where it don't.
And don't touch my things.
And Angel had like 8 bags.
I did. You remember? Because I was like, yeah, I have everything. When I got home and opened up my laptop case, and that laptop was not in there. Now I know I didn't put it back in there, so that part is my fault. But my laptop also wasn't in that space.
I need things where I put them. That's why I don't move them.
Yes. And people are like, oh, I just say something to me.
Bro, what are you doing? Sick and tired of hearing Dave Chappelle's voice.
What'd you say?
You said you're tired of hearing Dave Chappelle's voice.
Uh-uh.
That's funny.
And
Just
I'm
enough out of you.
And I'm not the type that's like, you stick to stand up. But this whole I've got it all figured out bullshit, it's just like, okay, Dave, you've said some very insightful things in life, but you are just as foolish as the rest of us out here.
Yeah.
Just trying to figure it out.
We're all just trying to figure it out, Angel. I ain't even gonna hold you. You make me say love.
We having scrambled eggs. I can do this. Silver dollar pancakes. Let me do the silver dollar pancakes with the fruit cup. 1, 2, 3. Damn, I have scrambled eggs out my phone. That's all. That's all I asked for. Scrambled eggs. Oh,
Alright, she went live.
alright.
You make me say
Okay.
Josh was listening to Justin Timberlake because he's been absolved of all his problems.
He's been absolved? I don't know. People are like, too late!
Ain't nothing gonna happen to that man.
Oh, absolutely not.
Yo, I'm gonna push these mugs, and then I'm gonna white label tea.
You should.
Nobody's selling tea in these streets.
No.
There might be a reason, but nobody's selling tea in these streets.
No, you should definitely white label tea. We have thought of that. We're putting the.
Hold on. Yeah, my bad.
No, it's fine. I'll just shut the hell up. 'Cause what I can do.
We'll circle back after.
But put a pin in that, and I'll tell you.
And to make love on the moon, me and you. Would it top up and to make name it be? And Justin's back. Sing to me.
People are like, you waited way too long.
Oh yeah.
He waited until he absolutely, positively had to.
He waited till the Free Britney fans were like, "You did this."
Literally.
Well, he said that. Not he said. People had said he had maybe he didn't apologize to Janet. He apologized for the situation. I think that's what it is.
Hello, stage crew. Hello, stage crew. Hello, stage crew.
Let me get the link. My kids are just not going to the today. I'm working. Where's the link at? Is it email?
Emailed. In the email.
So I can send it to my mother. My husband, he gonna call me today. He's like, "Are y'all doing here today?"
Marcus?
Yeah, and I said, yeah.
Marcus Saintsley?
Yeah, my husband Marcus Sampson. He was like,
Big Marcus?
He said, what time?
Gunslinger Marcus?
I said, the same time as always, 11 o'clock. Okay, y'all gotta be consistent. I said, what are you talking about? No, I said 11 o'clock. He said, y'all gotta be consistent. I said, Marcus, we always do it on Fridays at 11. He said,
We did 10 o'clock one time last week because Kev had a.
he said, I thought
Audition.
Mhm. I got scared. I was like, stop talking, stop
No, I had
talking.
an audition. I don't know if I got it.
But you did.
You don't know that, Angel.
Know what?
If
We
I got
are
it.
storming the Capitol if Kev don't get this one.
No, we're not.
No.
I also, Angel, help. Go ahead, Angel.
I was about to say, I wasn't gonna say you got it. I know I don't know that. But I was about to say, but I know you did well.
Angel said I'm a good actor.
You are a good
She
actor.
said she likes my choices.
I feel like Kev's a great actor when he doesn't overthink.
I think he is good when he takes his time to actually do
Woo!
the work.
She's a good acting coach.
She
I
is.
told her she's going to be helping me on my auditions. I realized why I wasn't booking. I still might not be booking, but won't be for the same reasons I wasn't booking.
No, yeah. When I saw what you did at first, this is really no shade. But when I saw what you did at first, I was like, aha, see now the issue. I was like, Kev's over here hosting a comedy show, and this is not the character.
I actually realized when she told me, she was like, "What's your audition technique?" I was like, "What does this mean?"
You're
She
like,
was I took a class.
hey guys, it's your boy Kev on stage.
She said I took a class in audition technique. I said I never did that.
You took a whole class dedicated to technique?
For auditions, yeah.
That's beautiful.
That's why she be on TV.
That's real
And
actors
That's why I be like,
stuff.
Hollywood, I'll show you.
I mean, still, Hollywood does. Listen, there are people who I even know have had flawless auditions. That don't mean they'll book the thing.
Oh yeah.
So that part is still going to be frustrating. But, yeah, I feel like you came strides very quickly. That's how I know that you're a good actor. Because I was like, dude, what is this? And then you did, and I was like, thinking, why didn't you do that in the first
I'm gonna tell you the other thing about it.
Janet Rose.
When you're just like trying to keep your head above water. Hello, dinner
How beautiful.
roll.
Y'all
Okay.
started?
We're about
No,
to.
we're about to start.
Oh, good. I want to sit and see how this
Yeah, yeah.
shit is done.
Okay, come on. Let's
We're
see
live
how it's
though,
done.
Danny.
Oh.
We haven't like started, but we started.
I just want you to know.
I could cut my cam and then
I
we'll
want
see.
people to know that this is a real Danny Rowe.
Did you want
This
to?
is my cam right here.
My
So.
daddy died. So
Your daddy.
Oh man,
Beautiful. You too. Whatever. I'll come
Oh, you
in.
smell good.
you smell great, Danny.
Thank you.
What in the world you got on?
Girl, I'll show it to you. Some cheap.
It smells great.
That'd be the best stuff though.
Today.
I was about to say, is it white diamond? No, I love me some
You
white
and my
diamond.
grandma had the same perfume under
First
the table
of all,
at
my
the same
mom
time.
has every year. That's what my daddy gave my mama.
They
for
came
her
out with
birthday.
New
White
Year's?
diamonds?
white diamond.
Oh, I thought it was just
perfume.
one.
No. It wasn't. It
came
was
out-
one.
It was
But
one.
every year, that's what he gave her.
You
Oh.
just buy some more. You're
I
like,
was
there's a.
my grandma, hers always smelled the same.
Yeah,
You're
no,
like,
no.
The thing
There's
is,
one of
White
people-
Diamonds had a hold on black church mothers.
Yeah, it
They
was
was like,
great.
this is us, y'all.
Come on, close
The
to
whole
Jesus.
row smelled like that. You know, because
Oh,
Jesus
wait.
gonna pay
We
that road
are
with White
live,
Diamond.
live.
Yeah.
Shit, this is the
Yeah.
cam right here. That's for me, but they're seeing you in the corner.
Oh, shoot. Hey.
She's like, no.
You cussing with the Saints, Cam?
Are you watching Tony's show? Huh? That's what I was trying to tell
It's
you,
just the
man.
Patreon.
You cuss
It's
so
not everybody.
fast.
Am I going to watch
Oh,
Tony's
okay.
show?
Yeah.
This is
What
just
do you
like
mean?
our core squad.
Tony's comedy show.
Yeah, but what do you mean by am I going to watch it?
Did you buy it?
I will. I always.
I'ma buy it
always
too.
Support. I think Marcus might be there in person, but
I love Marcus.
I do
I'm jealous of
too.
him and Greg
Why?
because they be
That's
be
Greg's
doing
real
brothers
brother-in-law.
Knife stuff.
You so,
Hey man, what you gonna do, man? Get a $2? Hey man, I'm from the South too, man. Hey man,
Mine,
rub our
mine.
knives together and build stuff.
Ching, 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 ching.
Greg showed me the video with them together. I was like, huh. Y'all just gonna be giving away toolboxes, huh?
Yeah,
Dev,
they came
you
up
should
with
do
that
your
on their
side by
own.
side and then have your own commentary like you're in the conversation too.
Yeah.
My petty wars is extending too long. I can't
Oh.
keep up all these battles. I got
You're
Johnny
not winning
Mac.
them.
Nah,
That's the problem.
Jonathan Reynolds, he went too far.
He did. That was funny though.
What did he do? What actually?
He
did
brought my cousin at the end of the episode. He walked off with her.
Oh,
Wait, what's happening?
the end of what episode?
The end of Explain This with Johnny Mac. I just posted it like 30 minutes ago.
Oh, explain this. Yes.
Yeah, he did. They had, and I don't expect nothing from him, but from her,
Oh, she.
I'm gonna take
she's
her out
petty.
on the lake like Godfather. Never
Oh,
go
no.
against the family, Fredo.
You're
I told my
terrible.
grandma.
You
I
told-
You
my
told
grandma.
Ruthie?
I'm Grandma. Rebecca went against the family.
For those of y'all asking, my laptop, I left it at our shoot yesterday, so I have to pick it up.
Let me tell y'all what, y'all, and we're gonna start in just a second. This challenge show, final 4 episodes, it's pristinely perfect. By the way, well, I'm not supposed to say your Lord tells you stuff. We was gonna call the final episode the Challenge Show Olympics, and the Lord was like, you can't use the Olympics. I was like,
Oh, you said
because it's trademark.
lawyer.
Could you use it
sound
on
like
YouTube?
You said the Lord. I was like,
No, we can air it. We just can't call it that.
What if you call it the No Olympics?
Nah, that was actually my first thought.
Really?
Not the Olympics. But they were like, you want to be funny? Get sued. You ain't going to be laughing then. So we have to come up with something else. And I was like, stop telling them stuff, but also tell them stuff so I don't get sued.
what is it called? Triathlon? But how many? Septupalon?
Decathlon is what I initially thought. We
Megalodon.
was not going to be able to shoot 10 things in a day, though.
Oh, God, no. Not with the things that y'all
was
chose.
Way too much.
That was
But forget about that day. Yesterday.
yesterday.
Let me tell you, your girl is drained.
Listen, I was talking to Tony about it. I figured out what it is. This challenge show is like being number 1 on the call sheet, but every
Everybody.
scene is yours and everything's you. Because I was like, Tony, I've been number 1 on the call sheet before, but usually we got to switch lights, take 30. We're going to flip the world, take 45. In this, you don't even get to take a break when you're doing the other people doing talking heads.
No.
You got to be on from the moment we start.
Tell
And now
them.
you basically lose an hour production now because of COVID testing. You can't extend the production day.
No.
And because we're so efficient to shoot 2 episodes, you're just basically on unless you're eating lunch.
Yes. And then
And
you
the moment
eat so
the camera's
fast.
cut, she's like, put your mask on. I'm just like, everybody away from me.
I have never felt more like a Tamala Man song than today.
Man.
That's funny.
Tony was saying today,
I'm
he was like, y'all
tired.
was, the only nitpick thing he said, y'all was stretched.
Yeah. That's what
Booties wide.
that's what Brennan said.
don't
He
like
said,
that.
We'll never do 2 days back
Never
to
2 days
back.
again.
That Starbucks looks so good right now. Is that
Hannah.
hibiscus refresher?
It's the dragon fruit one.
And Angel to here did zooming after that.
I surely did.
And I got on to here.
Did you?
Yeah, I said, bro, are you doing all this? And every time he does, Kev, who was there to telling you that when you was building your stuff? And I was like, oh, man, hush.
I'm about to say,
I was
did you?
doing it 2-minute videos at a time, though.
But then you were editing and all that stuff.
Don't make his point.
Listen, I get it. Even though I'm ready to quit.
Man, yes, the last 2 days. Let me tell you what, I slept hard.
So did I.
Melissa could be like, you want some butt? I've been like, yeah.
I
I know I'm tired
fell
when I'm
asleep
like,
in the butt.
Josh, I know I'm tired when I'm just like, if she offered, I'd accept. But if she didn't,
That was your joke about her.
I know, but the truth is, after production days,
It's cool.
I'd be like, bruh, creative energy. And then Tony brought up another point. He said on top of being on, you guys were actually painting, which is more creative energy. And y'all were taking it seriously.
Yes.
So you're like concentrating. I was like, bruh, I'm beat.
I mean,
And then I had to wake up and we had a meeting. And I was like, we really were in the whole company. And we don't just get to be talented. I got to get up and talk about editing schedules and stuff.
listen.
And then I had to call my agents. I was like, y'all too? What?
On top of shooting, I kept getting. It's been quiet in Hollywood for me. And then they were like, oh, you busy with Kevin State Studios? Here's 5 auditions, 13 pages on one, 7 pages on another.
13
4 pages.
pages?
13 jobs.
13 pages.
And let me tell you what, I had an audition last week. It be in your mind. Even when you're not doing
And your
it,
brain.
you're like, I gotta I know I gotta run these lines.
Yes.
So you can't get it off your mind until it's done.
I'm telling you what, I had one that was supposed to be due this morning. And I was like, I cannot do it. And my people were
I
like,
passed on a show.
well, my people said, we'll tell them offer only on this. I was like, that works.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
said, thank you. If they want me, they know where to find me.
Earn
but it
me!
won't. Right.
And
You-
by earning me, I mean, don't make me audition. I can do it.
I was just like, I cannot learn
You're
these
gonna have
words.
your Tiffany Haddish you soon.
I believe
Watch.
it. Danny, why don't you grab a fold up chair and just set it?
I can bring you a chair over here.
Oh yeah.
That way
got
you
you.
are
It do
able to
cost me
see.
a boss, Ashley Glover. Because I wouldn't have it no other way. I was
You
talking
want to
to Samir
sit
about that.
like right here?
Yeah, that's
I got you.
He's on his way
Asking
through.
why he
Before you
don't
in and be like,
like
oh,
how
wow.
he keeps the energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotcha.
It was like
We
when you
gotta
worked a
hire
regular
Josh
job
to
you
do our
hate.
podcast.
This is
Josh, you need some extra work.
I got bills every month.
The thing is, I possibly would not be
With us.
as exhausted, but there's some problem solving I have to do once this is over with childcare. It'd be like I have to figure
Yeah.
that out.
I feel like I need stuff.
If I had some problems already solved, I'd be okay with this exhaustion. But I know that there are some urgent things that I've got to get answers to, and I'm just like, okay,
that's
all
a
right.
lot.
And then I shoot my show starting on Sunday.
Yeah, y'all be on me. Y'all be on me.
Nah, I be here for you working crazy. I'm here for this.
Y'all think I work hard. Angel
I'm so tired.
works.
Listen,
Angel, Lakita Moore Tanksley. Because you have, let me tell you what I have over Angel. My kids is self-sufficient.
sufficient. Come on.
What are you asking me for anything? The food is there. The Wi-Fi's on.
Right.
They haven't left the house since
Bruh,
February.
My kids don't have no. Their
sorry.
need to be parented is so minimal.
Uh-huh.
They are like
They're autopilot.
autopilot.
Yeah, that's
Now
it.
it works against you when you want to spend time with them and
Yeah.
like all that stuff. But when you don't, when you got stuff to do,
It's like, listen,
beep boop beep.
I completely forgot that we have Married at First Sight, which I still haven't watched. And I was like, I got more stuff to do. But I'm going to watch it while I'm getting my
When I
hair
tell you that,
redone
boy,
today.
Chris gonna make you.
I can't wait to see it. I'm going to be watching it while my hair is getting, listen, half of my hair, I want, y'all better be glad that this is a professional show because I'd be sitting here detangling my hair if I could. I'd be like, so what did he say? Because I still have
Detangle
to
your
do that.
hair, Angel. This is our people.
I ain't got all my stuff with me, but I would have. But shoot, I forgot what I was about to say. Anyways, but yeah, the kids, that everything. It's a whole lot. It's a lot, but that's all right. I'm not complaining. I'm just explaining.
Listen, we're grateful for God's blessing.
Come on, and I know God will give me a reset.
Oh yeah.
He'll give me a reset here. It's just not here yet. Once I do crafts and cocktails on Sunday and then Monday, and then on Wednesday we shoot Ask Angel, and then I have.
And then your heavy days is over.
For like I think I have like a day or two off, and then we go back into shooting stuff for KOS.
Do you have any days to where you like intentionally not schedule anything?
Thursdays are when I try not to schedule anything.
Okay.
Oh, so you plan on shooting on Sundays?
Yes,
Because you shoot with Marcus.
because of my husband.
That's when you got to catch up because he works.
Right. That's what I was saying. I completely forgot. I was like, yeah, we shoot Married at First Sight. I forgot that my kids can't watch themselves. I was like, oh no. I was like, okay, let me see if my sitter is available for those 2 hours.
That's I ain't gonna hold you, Angel. When you get here,
I know it's gonna be great.
That's why people are like, have another kid. Do you realize what you've done? You know how long I've worked?
What's so bad is that I now have the money to be like throwing at people to watch my kids, but because of COVID, I have to be so selective in trying to find that person that meets the qualifications of keeping my children alive. It's not simple.
Keeping my children alive.
It's not.
Are y'all ready?
Let's get it.
Let's do this.
11:28. 11:28.
Energy is here. Okay. Still I thrive. Target.
Remember we used to do it on the road?
Yes.
We'd be dead tired. Be like,
Auga was our like. This is how we're gonna have to get through. After the Sunday, after the 3 days of travel, for the meet and greet, and it was just like, hello, I like picture. All right, here we go.
Here we go.
And five.
And five.
Four.
And four.
3. What up, y'all? It's your boy Kev on Stage. Welcome to Here's the Thing. I'm Kev on Stage. She's
That chick ain't
Welcome to
dead.
Kev on Stage.
Welcome to another bonus episode.
Banger.
Smash that like
Another
button. Smash that notification button.
banger.
Smash that
Banger.
patient button. Smash your watch.
Why are we
Why?
smashing
You need
wives?
to have sex.
It's Valentine's Day.
Valentine's.
Sunday.
Penises are rising in honor.
Is that what they're
Rising up.
Coochies are ready. We got a lot to talk about, Angel.
Do we?
Josh Egan, we do. Josh Egan's threw this in the group chat this morning that
did.
Angel is a part of.
Yes.
And Angel holds her
Actively.
own.
She does.
Tahir is now the worst in the group chat by a mile.
I do hold my own, but I try not to interject too much. But I'll
No,
come in
interject
late.
more. We're gonna get on you if you're left.
That's true. Because then you'll turn it to here. Tahir's
You
been
don't
trash since
interject more
now.
than you have to, but Tahir
Yeah,
sucks.
I do just the minimum. I go back and I'll be like, heart that. Okay.
That's all it
adjust.
takes.
Don't be in for real though. Don't be just
I
checking
am
off a
in.
box.
Listen, I got this because I was in the group chat.
Oh! Go single.
Single.
Fake deep.
Hold
Do
on.
a single for
Sorry,
me and Angel
sorry.
at the same time.
I don't. That's
Put it
that's
up
the
there.
wide.
Put it up here. Where is it at?
Okay, let's go here, Angel,
Okay,
so he
you
can
do.
come in the middle. This is Josh's new merch. Fake deep is a thing. Josh, go
Explain
big
it.
on you.
Get the
I
big,
mean,
the
big on
single.
you.
You
No,
know,
Single. Big on
this
you.
was like a creative exercise for me to get something out, and I've been in my tea game for a minute, and I was like, you know, why not push some mugs out, double down on the fake deepness that I've always
Tell
been.
him what fake deep is,
Tell him.
Josh. You gotta
And
tell the story.
it's really not looking too deep at something, and then just keep moving and grooving, and there's a lot of meanings to fake deep.
Fake deep is also what Josh puts on his cool pictures. We had a little thing going. So a while ago, especially when we were on tour and we were traveling a lot, we would do like competitions of who could take the most cool pictures. Obviously, Josh won, and Tony's actually a pretty dope photographer as well.
He has his own photography page.
Yeah, especially
I know.
for like
Scenic.
scenic stuff. And he would tuck fake deep in there somewhere. Me and Josh were more competitive on boomerangs. I'm a pretty good boomerang photographer if that was a thing. But anyway, he would put fake deep in like, oh, this is a cool pic, but he would call it fake deep because, you know, people be posting deep captions.
Right,
and Josh
of
would like
course.
fake deep. So that's what fake deep is. Josh is going to drop this link in Patreon.
Honestly,
now, here's the thing, guys. Listen, this is what it is. He's a small business.
Limited quantity.
I'm talking about he got 47 on him right now.
That's it.
Okay?
in
He
my
got
pocket.
50 more on the way. So when that link goes in, y'all know it's 100 gone, and he's small business. He's gonna have to
I'm
go back.
gonna
in the
do my
lab,
best to re-up, but it's gonna take some time.
and there's nothing he can do.
Nothing.
Nothing he can do.
Mm.
And Josh was like, "I'm gonna post it on the gram." I said, "Let me tell you what, Josh."
It's not gonna make
He
it to
said,
the
"I'm put it on
ground.
the Patreon, then I'm put it on the gram." I said, "If you put it on the Patreon, you ain't gonna put it on the gram." That's
There you
just
go.
what it is.
There you
I'm
go.
telling you, they gonna be gone before you can put it on the ground. He was
That's
like,
the
"Ah,
truth.
Kev, and I don't know." I said, "Let me tell you what I know. Let me tell you what I know.
Tell him what you know.
They're gonna be gone." So fake deep soon come. Check the Patreon.
Thank you
Okay,
guys. Thank you guys.
Dave Chappelle released another.
Don't you call it no special.
I'm not. Another
Talk back.
talkback fireside chat.
There you go. That's what it was.
A fireside chat where he. And I haven't went on Twitter yet to find out if I'm supposed to be mad or not. Where he basically announced that he had the vid. And then he kind of was like, I don't know if it was like, live your life. You want to be scared in the house, be that, but I'm going to live my life.
No, he didn't say be that. He said y'all are cowards.
Cowards.
That's what he called people. He said you're cowards because you're afraid to try anything.
Yeah, and I was like, well, hold on now. People be having compromise. There's a lot of reasons to not. I mean, like.
I mean, he was. I will say, even though it felt very generalized, I think he was trying to target it to the people who negatively critiqued him for when he did get COVID.
Yeah,
because he was out here in the streets. But the language, however, came off very generalized. But he was targeting to the people who did not wish him well. That was just like, see, that's why you should have been at home, even though that is kind of partially true.
Well, here's the thing about that, and I listen. I'm not. Here's what I think for my own life. Mm-hmm. For me, there's a certain people have to work. Mm-hmm. People want to do stuff. My thing is like, if you're working, you do as much as you possibly can to do your job.
Listen, I saw you yesterday, Kev.
You ain't seen nothing.
I
You
saw
was
you
twerking?
yesterday.
You were twerking on the
I ain't
couch?
no thing in a circle.
Hey,
I ain't no thing in a circle.
I'm talking about a equator circle, okay?
Oh, that was different though. It wasn't my choice.
I can't wait.
So anyway, so like for instance, we do keep your distance, which everyone's tested who is in the vicinity of us, every comedian, crew, audience, and we still keep masks on. That to me is different than I'm finna go to the club and just have a good time, right? Now, how this is also, some people say, I'm gonna go out and live my life. If I get it, I got it. If I don't, I don't. Also, this is America.
Yeah.
Do what you do. I'm not one who was like, that's why you got the vid, Dave. But I also was like, when he was like, the cowards, I was like, is that cowardice or safety?
This is my thing, is that, like you said, this is America. We can do whatever. We reap the consequences regardless. But don't expect for everybody to cheerlead you. I feel like he wanted, I don't know if it's validation or for everybody to be like, oh, dang.
Yeah.
Oh, no. When there are actually some people, call it cowardly or not, that have literally stopped their livelihood for the sake of trying to stay at home in quarantine.
Yeah.
Where they were doing a different job, but having to pivot completely so that they could be at home, whether it be to watch their kids, whether it be because, like you said, their immune system. So while I'm not saying that people should ever be putting their opinion on anybody's life, don't expect everybody to be like, oh, Dave, you were just out here trying to tell jokes because that's what's in your heart. Oh, not everybody gonna do that.
Crystal's made a good point. I think it was Crystal. Somebody said it was Crystal's. If it wasn't Crystal's, forgive me.
Okay.
They said, you can do what you want. You can talk about. They were the joke was, or the what's up, Josh?
You're good.
Okay. You can. It was like, can you talk about whatever you want, comedy wise, or on your podcast, or on your thing? And she said, you can. You just have to be willing to accept the criticism that comes with it. Because there's people who are not politically correct, people who talk about whatever they want. There's comedians who are, all the stuff that you were supposed to get dragged for on Twitter, there's comedians who make every one of those jokes every day. Transgender, gay, rape, school shooting, all that stuff. They just train their audience. This is what it is. If you don't like it, don't come over here. I think, to your point, that's probably the biggest thing we all have to understand. Also, the internet has given us basically access to everyone's thoughts at every time. I feel like back in the day, if you were famous 20, 30 years ago, it would be hard for every fan's thought to come to you. Right? You had to do fan mail or letters or on the news. Might have been more avoidable to hear from the everyday person. Because of access to social media, if you're on there, I guess if you just don't have social media, you won't know what people are thinking.
There are people who do that too. They just be like, I ain't going to be on here to avoid
it. Which you can do.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's that. He also mentioned that Comedy Central gave him his likeness back. Mm-hmm. They paid him for the show. He didn't say how
And
much.
millions.
Millions
million.
is
I
what
know
he's
that.
With the
saying.
S.
And he thanked Netflix. I feel like Netflix came out the best looking of all of this. Because all they
Yeah.
end up doing is delaying his release.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. They're going to put it back on there now that he'll get a residuals
It's
for
up.
it. Yeah. Oh, well, then, yeah.
It's up, right? February 12th.
Boom.
It's up. So he got paid from Comedy Central.
Mm-hmm.
He's now apparently in that deal. I'm sure if he wasn't going to get paid from Netflix, he is now.
Mm-hmm.
Netflix looks like the place to go.
Mm-hmm.
Comedy Central looks better now because they have a young CEO or Viacom, whoever did it. I forget the person's name. He said. But here's what I want to say about Dave Chappelle that I identify with the most:
Oh, please go ahead.
having a strong audience
Oh, yeah.
is the key to success. The fact that he told his people, do not watch Chappelle's show, and they didn't, and Netflix was like, well, shoot. And Comedy Central was like, well, shoot. And HBO Max was like, well, shoot. And now that they you burping?
Belched right into the mic. Go ahead.
Angel be burping, man.
So sorry.
Can't be farting too.
Hey, I do.
Oh, my gosh.
Don't tell him yet.
I ain't
Angel.
saying nothing.
That's all I'm gonna say.
I ain't got no eyelashes today because of him.
She was in the crosshair.
Melted off all my adhesive. Go ahead.
So, and that's why I love you. Sing with me, Josh. Stage crew. I don't even have to go through the Hollywood rigmarole. I ain't got to say, watch this, don't watch that. We watching you directly. We talking to each other. Live. Get on Stage Studios app later. Patreon today.
G.
I ain't got to go through the huck and buck in the rigmarole.
Yeah.
I could do what Dave Chappelle did. I ain't even got to go on Instagram and do my press release. I go straight to y'all. I say, y'all, this is what we doing. Here we go. You like it? You don't like it? You want to come comedy show? You don't want to? Okay. It's your choice. But this is why the stage crew is so important. You can go back to the why, Josh.
Back to the wide.
Back to the why.
Go back to the way.
But this is why it's so important. This is why I'm so eternally grateful for the stage crew. Because they've given me that freedom that Dave Chappelle just now got
They're the best.
after all these years in Hollywood and a 12-year hiatus. All he really wanted to do is be able to talk directly to his audience from the beginning without the huck and the buck and the wires crossed. I got that
You do.
right here
Already.
And I was watching that. I was like, oh, let me tell you this. Can I tell you a little story?
Yeah, okay, but I gotta put a pin in two things so I don't forget it because my brain
Okay,
is
go
not
ahead,
holding
then I'll
on
tell you
to
the
stuff.
story. I'll look for the story and I'll hear your thoughts.
Okay, so listening to Dave Chappelle talk about, not Netflix, Comedy Central doing right by him, it made me think of, I felt a little bit some type of way. And let me tell you why. It's like when you have a close friend who is at odds with their boyfriend and you like, well, if you don't mess with him, I don't mess with him. And then all of a sudden she gets some good D and then she's like, oh, but I love him again. It's just like, but no, hold on now. I was ready to ride out. I was ready to be like,
Well,
never.
she already wrote out. That's why she.
That's what it felt like with Dave in this Comedy Central. Like he got some good D and he's like, we back together. It's been so good. And I'm like, no, I'm not watching him. You said no. I no. That's what it felt like. He got us all riled up with that unforgiveness talkback special. He done got his money. He over here with his millions. And we out here with no new episodes of Dave Chappelle Show. There's no new episodes of the Chappelle Show. We watching the old episodes. We not even watching the old episodes because he told us not to watch them. You playing with my feelings, Dave. That's what I felt like. I was like, oh, okay. So y'all back together. Oh, okay.
And he didn't say to go watch him either. He had a little montage at the end of like some clips, and now I'm just like,
Like trying to get us right, trying to get
that
us
logo at the end.
Yeah, trying to get us back in love with it. You remember when you laughed at it? But you remember he took you to the movies too. You don't remember that? He was so nice to you. He said happy birthday on your birthday. I'm like, no, you said that he was abusive. I can't unthink that. Oh man, it made me so mad. But the other thing, and then I'm gonna let you get to your story, was he made the point of the newer, younger people that are now like starting to run networks are trying to right wrongs in history. And I'm hoping and wondering if that's going to spill over through a lot of the industry
Yeah.
because they've done what happened to Dave is not anything unusual.
No.
As far as in having your selling off basically your name and your likeness to these conglomerates because that's what they put in the contracts.
Mm-hmm.
You've experienced contracts where it's just like they're asking for so much
Yes.
for something that does not need that much.
Yes.
And so I'm wondering if the practices, because the fact of the matter is there is enough money to go around. Companies have to hoard all of it.
Greed.
It is very much so greed because the fact that nobody is not going to be a millionaire that I'm hoping that like even with these record companies, like for them to start being like, okay, we didn't need to own all your stuff. We were still gonna make money off of you regardless of whether we owned you.
Yes.
So yeah, those were the 2 points that I had wanted to bring up. Sorry, go ahead, please.
No, so someone in the Patreon brought up a point. We actually had this on the docket a while ago. We just never got around to it. Michaela Cole, you remember her? I
Yeah.
May Destroy You. Somebody was like, well, Netflix didn't do this for her.
Yeah.
And HBO was like, I don't remember the deal points, but basically HBO was like, we're going to give you a favorable deal.
Yeah.
You're going to be able to own rights. I think she just wanted points on the back end. Like,
No, she didn't want them to own it. They wanted to own it, which is usually what a network does.
They
will
buy it
own.
out.
Yeah, they buy it out. They're like, we love your idea. We want to buy it.
Yes.
We will pay to produce it and all that stuff. And she's like, no, you can license it and pay to produce it, but
Yep. You see that show yet?
I made assure you.
Okay, I haven't seen it. People say it's amazing.
Yeah.
A weird thing happened with that though. Some white people had made some shows. This white girl said she had made a show that was like a prank, and it got nominated for an Emmy or Golden Globe. I don't know which one just came out. Golden Globe maybe. And she was like, "Don't vote, take me down," and putting Michaela Cole's show on. Like, I made this as a prank, and I think she was trying to be like, "Oh man, look how good this is." But then I'm like, "How you get to make a prank show and they buy it?"
And who buy it? What you mean?
I don't remember who made it, but like, it's not a prank show, but she made the show as a prank, and it was like they bought it and it got nominated. And I May Destroy You is like Michaela Cole's real life story of like sexual assault and working through that, and it don't get no nominations.
Yeah, listen. If anybody thinks that this industry is based off of fairness and based off of like what the thing that you poured your heart into the most is the thing that will get the most accolades and recognition, you better let that go real quick because you're going to get your heart broken very fast.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on with the freezing, Josh.
Yeah, they keep saying
I'm
that
not
it's
blaming
freezing.
Josh.
I'm looking at the playback's not frozen on my computer.
I don't ever see it freezing on mine.
I'm
Emily in Paris. Yes. Thank you, Seema.
gonna let it catch up.
It might not be freezing at this current time. My screen is obviously very tiny since I'm looking on a phone instead of my laptop, which I left yesterday at a studio.
I'll keep working the.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Are you on the
output.
5G, Josh? Or the
Yeah,
2G, Josh?
no, I'm working the output down a little bit to see if that helps, but it might
I don't think it's
lose
does that
some
mean?
resolution. How it projects live. I'm bringing the quality down to maybe see if that.
So it's not such a big file.
Yeah, but I mean,
It used to be freezing when we was on iPhones, though.
Not as much as it has been on this thing.
Right? Is that true?
It was freezing last
Maybe we
episode
need
too.
to up the spectrum.
Up the spectrum.
tell them just to throw it in, man.
just put it in the
You
bag.
think if we get the highest spectrum, it'll help?
This is not
What's-
typically what we do.
No. This is a bonus episode. We are more friendly and loose with our bonus episodes than we are with our people.
When you have an atheist over here trying to work your stuff.
Josh, an atheist.
Wow, we are not bringing that narrative into this
happened to her?
sanctuary,
She called
Danny
him
Rose.
an atheist?
She's got this running. This is how rumors start. She got this running rumor that I don't know Jesus.
He knows them.
Josh be in here playing.
Now I'm
worship
getting
music
red. I'm
while
hot.
he
I'm about to
setting
take this hoodie off.
up. I know he didn't.
Lord Jesus.
I love him.
So anyway, it could be YouTube. YouTube been tripping a lot lately.
Yes, it has.
YouTube has been tripping.
If only we started an app to take over.
You know, we can go live on the app, but everybody on Patreon doesn't have the app.
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Wait. Is there a way to have a feature? Oh, no, but then it'd be available for anybody.
Right.
I was going to say, you could do something that's not for subscribers, but then that completely defeats the point of doing it on Patreon.
Right. Right.
Disregard.
Anyway, so moving on.
Moving on.
Josh's favorite artist, Justin Timberlake,
She's
Finally.
just like nothing
after 18 years,
that I
This is stupid.
issued an apology.
Uh-huh.
I'm torn
Okay.
by this apology, by the
Here's
way.
the thing. Josh actually made a good point that I didn't immediately think about. He said, oh, it wasn't Janet that got you. Once that white woman's fans came around, because I just saw the apology as I was getting ready for this. I hadn't processed yet. He said that white woman's fans came around. He was like, hey guys, let me just go ahead and get on ahead of this.
For a 2-minute segment in an hour-and-a-half documentary,
Yeah.
that's what stirred everything up. That's
And
when I
it-
was just like,
It wasn't even about him that much.
No, it wasn't.
But now that Free Britney people done took aim at you, Justin,
Yeah.
now you like, well, shoot, the black woman, y'all, I got away with that.
Yeah.
I got away with that. That white woman's fan? I'm not going to be. hey, let me go on iOSpressrelease.com.
Well, because these are crazy folk. The ones, listen, the ones that are out here protesting
They
in
were.
front of courthouses, these are the type that will skin your cat. You wake up and you'll be like, Whiskers, what happened? What happened
Whiskers,
to
no.
Whiskers? And then spray
Whiskers,
painted
no.
pink and it says Britney bitch on the side of Whiskers. That's why he had to apologize. Because black women, we just be like, we ain't gonna be messing with you no more, Justin. But these Free Britney, they coming for him. And he's like, listen.
They're pulling up with Free Britney underneath the eyelid tattooed,
right.
bro.
I said, man, y'all was out in a pandemic
Yes.
protesting on Britney Spears'
They're-
behalf.
They had a notes app that was refreshing. Everybody saw that. Yeah, when they were talking about, the judge is speaking, and there's somebody in there because they all couldn't be in there. So one person would be in there like updating the notes app.
Yeah, the Google Docs.
Google
the
Doc.
judge said that, these are not people who are the type that you want to cross wrong. They seem real cute because they do the routines and stuff, but they got razor blades, okay? And they will slice him up. There's him and Jessica Biel. He was like, I got to protect my family.
Man.
So he said, well, while I'm at it, since I'm already on here, and Janet too, my bad, boo.
Listen, if y'all didn't see the apology on iOS press release, I'll read it on Instagram. I've seen the messages, tags, comments, and concerns, and I want to respond. I am I'm sorry. I'm just laughing because I thought of him being like, they gonna spray paint my cat.
they coming for me.
I want to respond. I am deeply sorry for the times in my life where my actions contributed to the problem, where I spoke out of turn or did not speak up for what was right. I understand that I fell short in these moments, and in many others, have benefited from a system that condones misogyny and racism.
Racism.
I specifically want to apologize to Britney Spears and Janet Jackson, both individually. He put that white woman first. Because I care for and
Emphasis on the
respect these
white.
women, and I know I failed. I also feel compelled to respond, in part because everyone involved deserves better, and more importantly, because this is a larger conversation I wholeheartedly want to be a part of and grow from. This industry is flawed. It sets men, especially white men, up for success.
Come on.
It's designed this way. As a man in privileged position, I have to be vocal about this. Because of my ignorance, I didn't recognize it for all it was while it was happening in my own life. But I don't want to ever benefit from others being pulled down again. I have not been perfect from navigating all this throughout my career. I know this apology is a first step and doesn't absolve the past. I want to take accountability for my own missteps and all of this, and I'll be a part of the world that uplifts and supports. I care deeply about the well-being of people I love and have loved. I can do better, and I will do better. Can I do an apology? This is what Justin Timberlake really said.
You're on your single.
Can I apologize to America as Justin Timberlake?
Please, go ahead.
Hello, world. I'm a white man.
What?
I got away with being a white man for a long time.
What?
Now it looks like I'm finally going to be held accountable for all my actions as a white man, and I'm sorry. Now, are all those millions in my bank account still gonna be there?
And I
Black
got
people still love the first 2020. Oh yeah, absolutely. But now it's gotten to the point where I can't just not say nothing. They in my comments talk about Free Britney, and I was like, how y'all get that on video? That thing I did on video all those years ago.
you got the PETA music playing behind it.
Somehow I got away with all of this and more for a very long time. Doesn't look like I'm going to be able to continue to do that now. And Man on the Woods was trash. So I really need the help of Timbaland and Pharrell again. But I can't do that if I don't apologize to Janet Jackson. My time is up. I'm sorry for being privileged, but I'm not. Because if I was really sorry, I would have said this a long time ago. And even Kev on stage, as he's making fun of me, he went to my concert. He's a hypocrite.
Listen, I love me some.
I was up
Justin.
in there between. I was a Tennessee Kids. I was a Tennessee Kids. Angel. I said, I'm in love with that girl. I wasn't thinking about Janet. And I'm sorry too, Janet.
Listen,
I didn't think about you when I was swaying. Me and Lisa went up there. We was swaying at the Staples Center. We was way up.
Don't you dare pull this into this.
Nah, man. I'm just saying. I would go. We was up there like do. Because I really like that album.
Bro, that album was so
I'm
good.
part of the problem.
I be liking Justin. I do. I mean, yes, he's problematic, but I be liking Justin. He should have just apologized for Man in the Woods. It's just been like, I've seen all your tweets, comments, concerns. I am so sorry
That
for Man on the
comes with
Woods.
a pair of Wranglers from Target.
I'm sorry. I set you up with the expectation of singing more songs that cater to Black culture, and I just left you all. I am sorry for that. But yeah, no, he definitely waited too long. He should have did this a long time ago. The Britney thing is weird that he didn't see the need to apologize for that years ago as well. That's really weird. And I'm not sure if he felt any way back then and just didn't say anything or what, because the Janet thing, that was a whole big thing. But if he really like loved Britney and like actually had any like real feelings for her, like why he wouldn't have apologized for, especially the question the DJ asked him on the radio, did you and Britney do it? And the fact that he answered in that like way, I would have thought that before now he would have been like, yeah, that was out of turn. I should not have said that. But now it's like a bigger thing because it was in a whole documentary. And I'm just like, Justin, come on.
I never knew that happened.
Me neither.
And let me tell you what. I don't know if we said this last time, but I'm going to say it again. All I was doing was listening to their music. I was not following their lives. All that stuff that happened, all them interviews, I was like, Justin said that?
Yeah, no.
I didn't know her virginity was such a big part of her like story.
All of those white pop stars, Jessica Simpson, they were all up in her vagina. They were like, you virgin? Do you be sleeping around, Britney? That was a huge thing. Christina Aguilera, they were like, oh no, she definitely smashing. Look at her out here with no clothes on. There was always a very much so concentrated like attention
You're good.
on what these young girls were doing and them having to pretend that there was this like sacredness to their vaginas where boys didn't have to do the same. Their penises were just other toys.
Yes.
But all of a sudden these girls, they had to be like, no, my precious flower is so sealed and no one has touched it, even though I'm talking about someone touching it in my song.
Right.
It was an expectation that shouldn't have been nobody's business to begin with.
Yeah,
or
but back in them days, it was a total. Listen, we talked about this before, so I don't want to beat a dead horse. But I wonder how horses feel about that phrase.
About the horses being, they were like, yeah, because y'all be beating.
Nobody
we
really-
be
nobody
dead,
really
and
asked
y'all be
them.
beating
Has PETA
us.
said anything about this?
I don't know.
Who
They
killed the
probably will.
horse? Why would you beat a dead horse?
The glue
Why?
Did you
factory.
beat it to death? Then it was dead. You was
That's
like, I'm
technically
gonna
it's
keep on beating
cruelty.
I wonder why that did become a saying. Is that what crazy people
it.
were
I don't
doing
know.
out there?
Who was beating horses?
And just like, is that how people
And
used
why
to,
were these
was that
horses
therapy?
just out to be beaten?
Why horses at all?
The horses are expensive.
Horses are expensive.
I guess that'd be a pretty big grave to
Look
try
it
and
up.
dig.
This is the
That
most
takes some
important
time.
thing today.
Oh my gosh.
Where did the phrase "beat a dead horse" come from?
I like
Wow.
this.
I must know, Angel. Hold on. Give me one
Find
second.
it out. Figure it out, Kevin.
Okay, hold on. Where did the phrase
No.
"beat a dead pores come from?
You won't care about this, but I'm about to tell you anyways, real quick.
We're all over the place.
SAG-AFTRA approves new influencer agreement.
I will care. I'm recently SAG.
It says
What does it mean?
if you make your living as an influencer on TikTok, Instagram, Twitch, or any other
SAG?
social media platforms, you will soon have union protection.
Oh my God.
SAG-AFTRA.
Also, though, you got to pay into that.
Because that's what I'm like. "Yeah, now everybody's about to be in my pockets." SAG-AFTRA, for those of you all who don't know who are watching, SAG-AFTRA is the union that governs over all television, film, new media, and radio. So at one point in time, it was SAG and then AFTRA. They were two different things. SAG mostly covered movies and
Screen Actors Guild. That's what it stands
Screen
for.
Actors Guild, movies and hour-long shows and commercials. And AFTRA mostly was for 30-minute sitcoms as well as like radio voiceover stuff.
What AFTRA stand for?
American Federation of Television Radio
Actors. Mhm.
After there was a big strike, a writer strike, or I can't remember which union had a strike. It really lessened, SAG I think had a strike. It lessened the power that each of these two unions had by themselves. So they joined forces, which made it easier to begin with because it was hard to figure out who got what contract. SAG used to be the stronger of the two and you could get more money under a SAG contract, but now it's all the same. Anyways, new media keeps getting evolving.
Yes.
When I first started as an actress, YouTube was not around. Instagram wasn't. Facebook wasn't.
Was Color TV part or just?
I am gonna cuss you
She
out.
had to stand on top.
When we get done.
She was like this on the TV.
Oh, okay. You want?
That's all I had.
Is that what
Watch
you
out,
got?
though, Josh, because she done hit me with a couple this week.
know.
And I had to swallow. I was like,
You little jalapeno. Come back in here. Y'all heard him, okay?
okay, go
Just
ahead and
so
don't
you
get
know.
distracted. 'Cause she could go, Josh.
I know, that's why
She
I got
go
scared.
back.
What's
When
up
I
with
get
this?
that
Down,
bazooka
Josh.
going,
She be hitting you and you ain't gonna be ready, Josh. You
He
keep
sure
your
ain't.
keep it
I
focused
just
on
got a
me, man.
flashback of the hairline joke
I know,
twice, and I was
right?
like,
yeah.
You gonna find out what she really think about you.
I didn't like it. It's hot.
So as new media has popped up, so at first nobody really cared because you weren't making money off of these platforms. Not only that, because this is how Hollywood makes money. Ads
Yes.
are what make money in Hollywood. So there's something called upfronts in New York. So when a new show is shot, they take it to New York to show to a bunch of advertisers. Advertisers then buy ad time during those shows. So when you're watching a show and it breaks for an ad, that ad is what helped pay for
I
the
didn't
show.
know that's when they sold them.
Yeah, the upfronts.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
And so if a show's about to be hot, everybody tired is going to be like, we want 30-second spots all throughout that show.
Got it, yep.
We want product placement. So when these big companies started putting their ad dollars into influencers, they're obviously, these unions, especially SAG, is like, well, wait, hold up. How can we get into this? And also, I will say there is some definite, they do want to protect people. How can we protect these folks? Because you end up signing contracts that make no sense.
Yes.
You'll be like, okay, yeah, you get excited because a brand wants to pay you $10,000 to do, let's say, a video, but then they own that content for forever. So you could be in a big movie, and then this company is like, and look at this Tide brand deal she
Right.
did for us 10 years ago. And you're like, wait a minute, y'all shouldn't be using that no more. So anyways, SAG-AFTRA. The influencer agreement was created in response to the unique nature of influencer-generated branded content and offers a new way for influencers to work under a SAG-AFTRA agreement. We want to be able to support both the current and future SAG-AFTRA members in this space and for them to be able to access the benefit of union coverage, said SAG-AFTRA president. It said previously the union had covered advertising done by YouTubers. This new influencer agreement takes it one step further. It will cover advertising work across all social media platforms, including Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, and TikTok.
Twitch is gonna be crazy. TikTok's gonna be crazy.
That means that you can get healthcare.
That's all
The
I'm
SAG
thinking
gives
about.
you healthcare, and a lot of people in this industry have no way to get healthcare.
And every
they're
time,
paying to it. The Twitch people could afford it.
oh yeah,
Oh,
they
yeah.
got the money to get whatever they want. But every time I've had a a baby is because I qualified for the
When you
premium.
told me that
That was
I
a prerequisite
Angel
to having
said
the baby,
she
or like
timed
I-
her babies to when she had a good
Stop
year.
it.
She was like, all right, you got
Yeah,
the coverage.
because they used to have playing tier 1 and tier 2. That tier 1, when I had little Marcus, I paid $250 to have him.
That's it.
First of all, let me tell you what. When you finally get that black woman pregnant, let me tell you what. You look at that baby, the list of things they
Yeah.
charge you for. Whoo! My first mistake when Zay was born, they was just giving stuff
That
out.
baby's getting had at the
I
house.
thought that was just
in the
like,
bathtub.
You know, continental breakfast. When I found out they charged me for every bottle, them little caps.
Uh-huh.
Somebody was like, I need 6 bottles a day.
I'm like, hey man, he doesn't need that. He didn't need that little hand
Josh,
sock.
he was not even finishing these bottles. We was getting charged full price. I was like,
That's
well,
room service.
Josh, they ran the bill up. Luckily,
Yeah.
we had insurance. But I was like, you dirty dog.
No shot.
I thought this stuff just came in the package with the baby. Like, man, drink some juice.
Yeah, they like, no, you paying for all of this. That's
Bruh.
why they give it to you so freely. They're like, oh, it's not free, but yeah, you can have that. So, yeah, it will be great that more people will have access to the benefits of SAG, and then, but also, I think it's been time for SAG to be under the reality that
Yes.
a lot of people cannot make a full living off of just being an actor
Right.
on screen in Hollywood. And they'll like, just get a side job. And then, you get a side job. It's like, they try to make people feel like they have to gain a bunch of other skill sets that have nothing to do with the craft that they say they love.
1,000%.
And,
And
you
it's
know,
respecting it as a new medium
right.
of you know, because like, I know we don't think of it like that, but there was a time where television was a new medium.
Yeah.
Like, have you watched Mad Men?
Who?
Mad Men?
On
Oh,
Netflix.
no.
Yeah.
I heard it's good.
It's good. It's
Oh,
it's good. It's boring.
No, I'm already out.
But it'd
already
be
out.
boring for like episodes at a time. But what was interesting, because it starts at like right after the Vietnam War, or Korean War, something like that. It was a while back, maybe World War II. I don't know. But the point is, there was a TV guy who was like, because at that point, all their stuff was like print and billboards. That was what they focused mostly on. So the TV dude was like, "Yo, I think we should like advertise in television. Like, there's an X amount of people watching this. This should be the new way." And they're like, "Man, hush, shut up. We got a Lucky Strike promo to take a picture of.
Right.
We selling these cigs. You understand me? Hush." And then eventually they were like, actually,
Actually, though.
you know. So now this new medium is what like podcasting, Kev on Stage app, all YouTube in that is changing that game. And let me tell you what, somebody told me this when I came to Hollywood back in 2013. I said, "How you get an agent?" He said, "Trust me on this. You don't have to worry. When you are making enough money, an agent will find you."
Oh, absolutely.
And
If,
lo and
if
behold,
they don't do nothing else, this business. Hey, there's some bread being made over in,
Right.
in the
Exactly.
valley. Who this Kev on Stage? Let me tell you what. This is totally unrelated, but interesting.
Tell me.
Me and my family staying at a little hotel for vacation. You know what I'm saying?
at y'all.
Doing a little something, little staycation. Been working hard. You understand me?
Andrew, you good?
I
Couldn't find my shoe. Go ahead.
had them prepare a fruit basket.
Oh,
You know,
all
a
right.
little champagne.
Churchy, I love it.
Champagne.
Trying to get a little thing.
Oh,
I go to this table. We check in. It's a picture of me turning to a cake.
Stop
Keep
it.
your distance.
Stop
I,
it.
said, I never said Kev on Stage
Wait, was
on
it,
the.
was it my photo?
It was yours.
It was on a cake?
on a cake.
It was
Oh,
on a
man.
thin cake. I'm gonna take a picture when it
Yeah,
gets
man,
back
take
to
a-
the penthouse suite.
Okay.
Wow.
Penthouse suite. I just
You
wanted
know,
to say
you're
that.
not lying. Go ahead.
I ain't. But anyway, Melissa was like, "How'd they get this? First of all, how'd they get the EPK?" And like, she went full black on it. First of all, I was like, listen, it's on the website. It was like,
You're right.
oh, you know what I did say? I was a stand-up comedian.
Why would you do that?
They was just asking what you do. First of all, little aside that's very interesting. I call like, "Hey man, what's the race for this thing?" Because this room I was looking at on the website was like, call.
Call
They
for
said we ain't
pricing?
even gonna tell you.
Right. So, but the crazy thing is, I called and they was like, "Look, it's a pandemic. Nobody has been getting this one. Please." I was ready to pay. So there used to be this crazy price. They took it down 2 or 3 times. They was like, "Here's the price." I was like, "Bet." And they were like, "You know what? We'll cut it in half." I was like,
Okay.
they was like, "You want your kids to have their own room for like $50? I was like,
Please, you can put them in a closet for $50,
like,
and
you
I'll be
promise
happy.
to come though, because
Please.
so many people have not been coming. Are you
you
don't
coming?
get our hopes
They're like,
up.
Right.
please, we wanted to see your faces.
You promise? Because nobody's going in here.
Said they would come for Christmas, and we had all this finished shit, and then it's moldy now.
You gonna come, please?
I was like, bro, I'm coming. They texted me, what y'all want to eat?
They hit you with the WYD the day before.
I came down the elevator this morning. They was
Hey,
like,
big
hello,
head.
good morning, Mr. Fetchings. What'd you like?
They're like, Jim, he's coming. He's coming.
Come on. He's coming. He's here. He's here. He's here.
Oh, it was funny. But anyway,
They got you a whole cake.
a very thin cake, but yes.
Why you keep
It's,
saying
it's like
thin?
it's like a stand-up. It's not a
stand-up.
cake like a traditional cake. It's like it
Come on, Kev, you know cake.
okay,
I'm
so
gonna
you
say,
know like
he
of the
knows
sheet.
cake.
Bro, don't beat
I
around
don't
the
like
bush
cake
here.
that much.
What?
I am not a big fan of cake.
You like
that
pie.
pineapple upside down is different. I'm talking about birthday cake.
That was a good pineapple.
You know how if
upside
you
down,
have print a picture on a sheet cake?
Yeah.
It was like if they took that and stood it up and it could stand on its own. It
that
was like
doesn't
that.
seem efficient. How do you
Yeah,
bake
it was
that?
just a flex. It wasn't like
They probably
eat it.
baked it flat and then stood it up and did the presentation.
Yes. But anyway,
I don't know.
the phrase beat a dead horse comes from in the 19th century when beating a horse to make them go faster was common. Logically, beating a dead horse is a pointless activity because it can't move.
So they didn't actually do it.
Oh, okay.
No, they did beat. You know how they yah.
Yeah, but
That's
they're saying,
beating a
but
live horse, but
they-
if it's dead, doing that isn't gonna.
we're saying, but
make it go
nobody
faster.
actually was beating dead horses.
No. The phrase came from you beat the live horses.
I.
Can you get him a
a
tissue?
riding
He has
stick.
a booger.
Oh, yo, Kevin, not again.
Nope, you just brought it out. It said, "Here's the thing."
Oh,
I'm right here. Here's the
Oh, I see
thing.
it. It wouldn't be on camera.
Yeah, it was talking to me when you were talking, and I was like, "Shush, I can't hear him." And it was like, "But no, Angel, really, what type of hairdo you gonna do?" And I was like, "I just gotta tell him." He's like, "The sweet's really nice. Can't wait to see Melissa
You
later."
should have seen this cake. It was standing up. I said, "Is that standing up?" It is.
So here's an interesting thing before we get off Justin Timberlake.
Are
I
we
saw
on
this-
Justin? Are we on Justin?
We was
we
on
still?
it before we've been derailed.
Okay.
The whole show's gone. I was looking up the Variety article where he apologized, so I could
Okay.
read it before the show. And a BuzzFeed article was on top of it, and it says 20 times Justin Timberlake was problematic but wasn't called out on it. I'm not going to name all 20.
God dang, they just
I was
really
like,
said. I remember one that we haven't talked about, but go ahead. Let me hear what they said. God
These
dang.
are the I'm not going to name all the 20 because I feel like some were like, okay. Number one, Janet Jackson, obviously. Okay. But he was then asked to perform at a Super Bowl like not that far after. And I didn't even remember that.
Justin.
Okay. Number two, in that same year when Justin was allowed to attend the 2004 Grammy Awards and issue a public apology, but Janet Jackson was not allowed to attend. So he apologized, but didn't apologize to her on TV.
Right.
Okay? I didn't even realize that.
No, that was the yeah. Now I
You knew
remember
that?
that. No, I remember him apologizing on TV, but there was no like.
But she wasn't allowed to attend.
No.
Okay. Number three, when Justin asked if he smashed Britney Spears on a radio show, and he said, yeah, I did it. We talked about that. Number four, Cry Me a River music video was obviously Britney.
Not that one.
Okay.
Okay.
Number five, when he released What Goes Around, Come Around, this part I didn't think of. Number five, when Justin released What Goes Around, Comes Around music video about a girl he was ready to give his name and resulted in her dying in a car crash after the relationship ended.
They said, did he say that's what the song was about?
Just
They can't
what the
do
article-
that.
This is the one where I was
That's-
like, wait, that's just a ridiculous ending. Like, you don't want my name? Death.
You're dead.
How
I'm
about
like,
that?
don't do that. Don't make that song about that. But if it
Okay,
is,
now,
that's terrible.
Here's the one that's recent.
What?
When Justin was caught holding hands with his Palmer co-star Alicia Wainwright while Jessica Biel was pregnant with their second child.
Ooh.
That wasn't even that long ago. And he basically apologized via iOS Instagram. He was like, I kind of got drunk too much and I got caught. I should have been better. Sorry. That's my bad. That was like less than 2 years ago, I believe.
Dang.
That one's recent.
I mean, he don't owe no apology to me, but Jessica should have skinned his cat. Go ahead.
I'm gonna skip this one. This one I had forgotten about too. When Justin allegedly called out Prince and Give It to Me. Remember this? The lyrics, we missed you on the charts last week. Dang, that's right. You wasn't there. Now sexy never left. When eyes everybody on my don't hate on me just because you didn't come up with it. This was when Prince said for whoever's claiming that they're bringing sexy back, sexy never left. That's what Justin Timberlake's response was. I do remember this. And I was like, where you going at, Prince? Remember that or not?
But wait a minute. So Prince said something to him, and then he said something back.
Yes.
Okay. So what is the problem?
He was never called out on it.
But I mean,
why would he get called out on it when
back.
something?
I don't know.
He jabbed back at a right hook.
Right.
You don't talk to Prince is the point.
No, I don't care who you are. You
God
talk
rest
about
his
me.
soul.
I got every
Rogers
right.
Nelson.
I got every right. The only person I ain't talking back to is Michelle Obama. I even talk back to Beyonce.
Would you?
Yeah, if she called me out, I'd be like, girl, I love you, dummy. That would be the end.
And that is it. Thank you.
That is
Girl, I love you, dummy.
dummy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Number 12. Okay, you're not giving that one. I told you it was impossibles. And I'm skipping a few. When Justin brought out a hologram of Prince during the Super Bowl halftime performance, even though the singer stated before his death that the whole practice was demonic.
Now that's rude.
Yep.
That is rude.
And Justin accepted the Golden Globe for Best Original Song in a Motion Picture on Prince's behalf and stooped lower, imitating Prince's 5'2" stature.
Remember, say it one
Did
more
he
time.
really?
Say it again.
Mm-hmm.
He pretended to be shorter than he was when he accepted the
award on behalf of Prince.
Oh,
Prince
to be
5'2".
like.
When did this Prince beef start? Why was this a thing?
Then Justin hosted a Man of the Woods listening party at Paisley Park, Prince's creative sanctuary and production complex.
What the heck?
Having people listen to Man of the Woods in public is atrocious. That's what he need to apologize for, wherever he did it.
I don't even acknowledge that album. I've still yet to press play on it.
He kissed Jessica Simpson to win a bet with Ryan Gosling. Apparently, he kept cutting off SZA while they were answering a direct question using a black scent. I didn't know this.
No, he from Memphis. Everybody in Memphis has a black scent. Have you been there?
I have.
Everybody.
Hey, man, say man, flow nuts, macadamia.
It ain't no way it don't bleed on him. It made him make a lot more sense once I went to Memphis. I was like,
I love Memphis. Memphis is a great city.
I said, okay, I see why this white boy's confused about where he's supposed to be. Why he thought cornrows was a look for him.
Ramen noodle hair demon.
That was funny.
He said Vegas residencies are like planning your own retirement, apparently shading Britney.
Well,
I mean,
And then apparently he had an award with Barbara Walters.
listen, he's made a lot of trash decisions. There we have it.
but 2020 experience.
Man.
There you have
We're
it.
all hypocrites, guys.
I know that. Listen, I be making trash decisions all of the time, but I'm not famous. So you'll never know.
I love this song.
So you never know. Yeah, Justin, he definitely has made a lot of bad decisions, but will I probably be listening to him when no one's looking? Yes.
Here's the thing that somebody said that was interesting. People want celebrities to apologize so they can continue to like them in public.
Yeah.
But that like ain't going away. People be like, well, I'm going to listen to 2020.
Yeah.
Boo-doo-boo-doo-boo.
Yeah.
I was going to learn how to play Strawberry. By the way, I told Melissa this. She's going to announce it on the Love Hour. I wanted to buy a piano because I wanted to learn how to play Strawberry Bubblegum. And Melissa was like, you don't get no piano unless you play the guitar all through January. And I bet her on the Love Hour. Girl, what? I'm playing. Is you crazy? From that moment, I ain't picked it up.
You idiot.
Aw,
What?
man.
Because I was like, I'm going to play it every day, and then I'm going to get a piano. She was like, Kevin, you are too busy. And I was like, but I was playing all the time at the end of Christmas. She was like, we wasn't shooting.
We
You
literally
had no
We
meeting.
literally had 2 weeks off.
You
Literally.
definitely.
And I was strumming my pain, two fat fingers.
I thought that you were getting it just out of hobby's sake, not because that like you thought you were going to be going on tour as a musician.
One of my dreams is to do a one-man show where I sing and play and do all the stuff I want to do.
You'll be able to do it. You'll be old, but you'll be able to do it.
Let me tell you why it's hard to bet your wife who knows you for real.
There you go.
When you be lying to yourself and your wife knows the truth about you,
Come on.
and she bet the truth, that's when you be losing.
Yeah,
Because we all lie to ourselves.
absolutely.
When I told her I was betting that, in my mind I was but man, when we started shooting like crazy and performing and focusing, and I'd be like just having enough energy, I don't have as much free time to just be like, Creative Kev is learning a thing.
Yeah. No, I can't bet Marcus out loud because then he will purposefully try to win the bet. But if I bet him in my head, I be winning all the time. I'll be like, you gonna do that thing? No, you're not. No, you're not. But if I say it out loud, he'll do it. I did it. See?
That's the crazy thing. She bet me out loud and I still lost.
Because your schedule was just like, right.
It's wild.
Right.
Anyway, in other news.
What news?
Who's the company who owns this? Anyway, whoever owns Aunt Jemima,
Let me see if I can.
they switched the name
They
to
did.
the Pearl Milling Company.
Yes, they did. It's so boring.
There's
It's
no
so
soul
boring.
in that.
It's so boring.
I feel like the Pearl Milling Company is more racist, and I feel like even with the same ingredients, the syrup ain't gonna taste the same. I'm out. I'm not
that
buying
reason,
Pearl Milling Company's syrup.
Yeah, you are.
That is the worst name. They could have just said pancake syrup.
No. I mean, the name is trash.
Pearl Milling, what is that?
I'm about to find out.
You looking it up? Who
Yeah,
is Pearl? Was she a slave?
probably.
Who made the recipe? Were they a slave?
Pearl was more than likely the baby that Aunt Jemima had to wet nurse for the white folk. And they were like, you've got Aunt Jemima's breast milk in your body, Pearl. Let's name the company after you. It's a Pepsi Cola,
That's who owns
PepsiCo
it.
company.
Pepsi owns what?
Pepsi
is a
owns
You know
everything.
what? Pepsi makes content. I've pitched with them, and they make content unrelated to food. There's some TV shows on television that are produced by Pepsi.
Let me tell you, I auditioned for a show that's being produced by Home Goods.
Really?
Yes.
Home Goods?
Whole
Great store.
series takes place in a Home Goods. Yep. Web series. Yep.
Is Walmart behind Superstore?
Probably.
Oh wow, that's a good show.
I'm small-eying.
You are no-izing.
Something is amiss.
I'm trying to figure out who Pearl is.
They made a backstory for her. You ain't gonna Google it and find out that's also racist. They can't have back-to-back
No,
racism.
but I want to see why is it called that? Why is it? I mean, but it don't have to be a name actually. Milling. No, milling. That's not how you. Is that how you spell mill?
You talking about cornmeal or like flour mill?
Like
steel mill?
Milling. Like, is milling? Can you turn that into a verb?
What milling?
Yeah, milling. Milling. Is that a word that is
It's on the
used?
thing. Of course, it's a word.
What does
I
milling
mean, not
mean?
outside of it being a name. Like, is it a word? Is it an action? Milling.
Building equipped with machinery for
Yeah.
grinding grain into
So
flour.
pearl doesn't have to be a person. Is what I'm
Oh,
saying.
it can be the pearl from the ocean.
anything. They could just be like, we
Or
want to
a
name
boat,
it Pearl.
like the
Yeah.
Black Pearl.
So it doesn't have to.
Johnny Depp.
Oh my God, this is terrible. Our brains are not syncing up
The
today.
worst take we've ever had.
I was like, what is that? Why is nobody understanding me? I do think they could have been way more creative. Like, I'm glad that they finally decided to retire Aunt Jemima. But Pearl Milling is not creative at all, but neither is pancake syrup.
I want to know what else was on the whiteboard that they crossed off before they landed
If
on.
they circled Pearl Milling,
That's it, guys. That's it.
They were like,
because
what
you know
about?
people had to approve Pearl Milling Company.
Oh, you said, do I know what?
The
How many people
board.
had to approve that?
Probably a nice amount. Maybe it was like they had like blackety blacks or something. They were like, I don't think they'll like it.
There was probably some frustration at the beginning of those meetings. Mm-hmm. They're like, "Shut up, nigga, syrup." How about that? How about we put that out to the
How
world?
about that? It's
Huh?
still sweet. Yeah. I think they were just like, what is the least offensive thing possible? They were like, name it after the actual building that makes the syrup. You talking about that the mill building on Pearl? Yeah. The mill building on Pearl
building on
Street.
Pearl Street.
Yeah, name it a Pearl Milling Company. Yeah. Did anybody know a Pearl that was
apparently,
racist?
CJ says the mill is on Pearl River.
See what I said? I'm prophetic.
Landmarks can't be racist.
You know they used to hang people here. God dang it. Dang it.
Oh, you're gonna use the Pearl River where slaves drowned trying to escape
Dang it.
freedom?
Okay, y'all, name it.
Fredo!
The gray building. Pancakes.
Oh, gray like in black mixed with white? Oh, that's your answer?
Oh, okay.
It was pure black, but you add some white to it. Now it's great. Now that's okay.
Now that's okay.
You racist.
You know what? Sometimes I do be thinking we be getting a little crazy sometimes. You know, because we're at the place where we're finally seeing change. So we're just like, what else can we change? These black soled sneakers putting us on the bottom. Huh?
This is where I had a character called Racist Reggie. This was literally what I came from. Oh, you got Oreos, huh? With the white in the middle. Can't just bite through the black. You got to open it up. Get the white out first.
Racist.
White out. You take white and cover up black letters, make the whole paper white. Now you fix the mistake.
Oh,
Wow. So black people are a mistake.
Wow.
When you misspell something in black, it's a mistake.
Wow.
Wow.
Mind blown.
Wow.
Third eye been open.
With third eye.
Hey.
Wow.
Wow.
Third eye blind. Mm-hmm. Blind is black. And now being black, you can't see. Now darkness is racist.
Wow.
Just because I can't see, everything's dark. Dark is bad. Now I can't see. So now that's bad. Because it's dark. Why ain't it white when I close my eyes?
This is Racist Reggie.
This is race everything. I literally was going down the line. I stopped doing it after a while, but I had a good time. Cocoa Puffs, the bird is crazy. Because you got brown little puffs, and now they drive you crazy. So that bird can't be sane puffs. You got to be cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. You can't be sane eating the brown.
No one ever says how good the milk is after the brown touches it, though.
Come on.
Oh.
Come on.
That was a word.
You got to think about these things. They over here making the brown make you crazy.
Cocoa.
Oh,
Cool.
but Frosted Flakes, they're great. Okay, white.
Because they're white.
Because they're white.
No.
They're great. And you doing this.
No.
But
Frosted
Cocoa Puffs
Flakes-
make you crazy.
Frosted Flakes are brown to begin with. And then you add the sugar, which is the crack cocaine that they added in the 80s. And now the institutionalized racism is like, this is great. That's what that is.
Eggs are brown. Can't sell them like that. Gotta bleach them. Make them what?
Cage free.
White. Oh, cage free? Who was in the cage? Slaves. Slaves was in the cage. Bread is brown. They make it white to sell it.
I can't even laugh at this, yo.
Capitalism. Baby Yoda's eyes is black.
I was about to say Baby Yoda. Black eyes.
Black eyes. You say he ain't got no soul?
But wisdom comes from Baby Yoda. Because the blackness in his eyes sees, understands. But why we always got to be the wisdom? Why they always got to do that to black people? Why can't we just be stupid like everybody else?
Wait, what now? Hold on. This one's counterproductive.
Yeah. Racism.
I don't know if I can laugh at this. I'm in a predicament now.
Yeah. Why can't we? See? I can play this game.
Well, yours is
I can do this.
This got dark really fast.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't.
Black cups.
No.
Deep.
No.
Fake it.
They're gonna. No.
Yeah. A little Mexican man made a black cup. Says fake deep. Because he's got fake deep relationships with black people. See, I did it.
No.
You came for me earlier,
this
didn't you?
No,
You atheist. He did that. Racism.
Danny
can
can't
do
come here anymore.
Racism.
racism at
Can't
the end.
tie racism to my mugs.
Nah. There's only 47 left. Get it off the streets. Racism. I got it.
It's the whole tap gas.
Whole tap
You
cat.
gotta understand this, baby.
Kev, why did they give you a cake that's standing up? They couldn't give you regular cake.
Why?
I don't know.
Racism. That's what that is. Racism. Oh, was there
You know
something?
the handshake emoji
I ain't never
on
seen
Apple?
it. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
It's only in gold.
that's not true.
Oh yeah. Check it.
That's not true.
Look
though.
at it, Josh. Try to change the color to brown.
I'm gonna try to do it right now.
Kev, do it
I'm
right now.
almost positive you can change
Try
it.
and change it. Try and change it. See if it only come in gold. And when you find out I'm right,
Oh my God.
only comes in gold.
Oh my
Black
God.
men can't agree. We can't come together, make business deals.
Racism.
Oh, but your little golden hand people, that's white people with the sun, they can make deals. But the black people can't make no deals. You can't shake your own
Why
hand.
did I challenge
No,
that?
it doesn't work that way.
I just burned a timeout.
Racism.
Yeah, it only comes in gold.
I just
'Cause
burned
they
a
don't want us
timeout.
to come together.
They only want the golden people to come
Mm-hmm.
together.
Golden girls, they was white.
All of them. Blanche,
Hold on, Betty's
Sophia,
nice, though. Betty's
Dorothy.
Blanche, what does that mean?
Bleach. Bleaching the skin of the blacks.
Boom,
Racism.
Hold on. I don't.
boom.
Thank you
Living
for
Single
being
was
a
black
friend.
show.
Yes.
They took that. They said, "Nah, white people are friends."
Friends. Black people only live single.
Or in living color.
Boom.
You can do what you want to do.
Well,
In living. Well, that's actually a good show.
that's
I like
actually
it. Yeah, I enjoyed that one.
What
a
is
lot.
going on? You're not on the racism train. Starbucks. Who they calling a buck? Huh?
that was a racist term.
Yeah, I
The
know.
slave was the strong.
And they're like, come on, Buck, you a star. Drink its black coffee.
How come in Little Rascals
Boycott!
he was called Buckwheat?
Buckwheat. My dad didn't want Zay to play the role because of that. I said,
Really?
"Hey, listen,
You're like, but they're paying.
it's different now. Well, you didn't see the contract when they said that. Everything's fine. Trust me.
He's going to be buckwheat.
Different. It's different now."
He's got a trailer.
I was like, "Yeah, Dad, I gotta go."
It sounds
gotta-
safe. There's bad reception in here. It's,
Yeah, I would have definitely had my child play that.
Oh,
There's no way he wouldn't.
oh, yeah.
I've been like, come on. You can do it. Okay, what's next on the doctor? Do we have anything?
Next on the docket is the last thing I want to talk about.
Okay, come on.
In France. Oh, no. Let's skip this. There was an 81-person orgy in France.
Why you want to skip it?
because COVID's what broke it up.
No, the police broke it up.
Police
Because
broke-
the-
broke-
But that's the question I was asking before when we were talking about T.I. and him and the drugging in Tiny.
Yeah.
Is how do people do it legally? That's what I kept
a
asking.
legal orgy?
Yes.
Before
That's-
curfew.
That's another country.
No.
They got broke up because of curfew.
Yes, they got broke up because of curfew. But I'm saying if people are trying to make an orgy pop off, how do they do it legally? Because
Where the police won't break it up?
okay, so T.I. and Tiny are in hot water, right?
yeah.
For making people take drugs and having the sex with them.
Pre-sex drugs.
Right. And I said, okay, if this is the lifestyle they want to live of just having sex with a lot of people and do drugs while it's happening, how do you do it legally?
T.I., I thought you were talking about the French orgy. How they make that legal.
So further
I-
pre-sexquisites.
Huh? What'd you say now?
I said further pre-sexquisites.
Yes.
For
pre-sex
like
was-
what would those be for?
Yes.
But listen, look this up. Apparently, you can consent to taking drugs and being under the influence, and whatever happens, happens.
I said that on the show.
She did. She
Was it
remember
you?
her lawyer friend.
I was.
Maybe it was you. The black women, they all look the same after a while.
I asked an attorney, and they were like, "No, you can consent to going under the influence and having sex. You can consent to that. You can also take that consent back at any time.
So how you consent? You can take it back.
That's consent works that way. Consent is not an absolute.
Oh, so signing it don't mean it because you get it. So what's the point
It
of
makes
signing it?
no. It makes things murky for the person who is consenting. It'll make it harder to prove that you took back
Got it.
your
Understood.
consent. So consent is not like I gave consent to this. You could at some point in time during
Change your
the act
mind.
and be like, I thought I was going to enjoy this, but once you
I'm
got to
out.
my butthole, it just things got weird.
Oh no,
That's why I couldn't
I
do
don't
the
want it.
81-person orgy.
It's a lot.
That sounds,
might-
that sounds tiring.
Josh, that's a lot of smells. First of all,
And you don't know what smells like the vid. The vid's got to be in there.
oh, the vid in there like, hey, hose.
Hey,
Hose! You got a hose. That's open back door, front door open.
hose,
Nipple action.
hose,
Nipple action. Nipple action. And I've been to France.
No shot. You just
All the
characterized.
European people don't be taking showers and using deodorant.
Oh no.
That was a fusty orgy.
yeah, I don't. It's just I don't. Everybody got their own scent and own smell, and I have to get used to a person's. I can't be just getting new smells. Like what? Wait a minute.
Well, your regular smell is one, but then the sex smell.
Yes, you add that. Oh my God, sex smell.
And I hope they're using protection. It's gonna smell like an AutoZone in there.
Oh, job. You know that part like Austin Powers was like, you know when everybody in the apartment is cooking? It smells like that plus fart. That's that orgy.
It's a lot. I don't even understand. And then don't everybody be like what I would consider attractive to be entering into a like that.
Can you imagine somebody comes up to you like, hey, you're like,
no.
Or you just see somebody across the room doing something that you don't think is attractive.
Yeah.
Get off of her. Get out of.
You're hurting her.
What if the 82nd person was wild ugly? They were like, you know what, 81's a lot.
Yeah, why did they cap it at 81?
It was like, 9 times 9, 3 divisions.
Like it's literally an odd number. You think the one person was like waiting to tag in?
That's what I want to know.
You gotta let in the
last
second.
person come in like, oh, y'all gonna start on time. I thought I was gonna get it. We was gonna have some champagne or something. There is sex everywhere.
And sounds also get on my nerves too. Certain sounds, I'd be like, y'all are. Look, come on now.
No. She be making the sounds for the ADRs. She knows all those sounds.
I can't.
I would have an anxiety attack.
I would walk out before that anxiety attack happened.
I
walk
not.
in. Oh, it's really 81. I thought it'd be like there's room for 81. 13 RSVP'd for the vid. And is that 81 like a factor of the fact since there is COVID? Like, is it normally like one? Maybe it's cut in half. I don't know.
Josh, there's no telling what their number. They're pre-COVID. They're probably we got 250 up in here before. 81 is light.
The 250.
That is just way too much. Oh God!
How do you get out of it? You're like, I came twice. I am tapped out. I gotta pick my kids up. I'm gone.
Where are my car keys?
Is there lockers?
Where are my car
got
keys?
sex juice. You wash your hands. You're like, oh man.
Does Sylvia still have them? The need my car keys.
No shot. Someone tosses you to him.
Somebody in the chat said, "Who's next? Go." And also, man, if too many people was watching me, I'm like, get out of here, man.
Right.
I had a lot on my mind.
Imagine getting recognized or something like that. The worst thing. 81 people.
Wow. Hey. It's a whole thing that goes with it. I got ambition. I got dreams. You can't just judge me on what I look like. I don't look like what I've been through.
Oh, no, I can't. And I'm so particular as well. Than having to give so many people the same instructions. Again, I told you I don't listen. You're gonna have notes on my back. Read the disclaimer, the instructions on my back. If you cannot abide by those, go somewhere else.
You remember when boxers was writing ads on their back and like ink that come off? It's kind of smudged though.
And then sometimes I'll be hungry. How you gonna eat? Like you can't eat in there with people. There's
no snacks.
Angel.
There's no snacks.
In the bathroom.
You think they got someone walking around with hors d'oeuvres? That'd be the only way.
Be like, I'll be back, Chuck. I need a burger real quick, okay? And then let my food.
Can you imagine Angel in the corner of an 81-person orgy? Like,
yeah, over here.
Y'all just go hold tight.
Right.
Our Postmates was like 10 minutes late. I can't finish on empty stomach.
Be like, Sherry, girl, you done got good. You got real flexible, girl. Mm-hmm. You weren't able to take that many last week. You were doing so good. Personal best.
She hit a PR.
Yeah. Personal best. I'd be like, Leo, I'm not ready, Leo. My food got to digest.
Like swimming? You know you can't just jump in the pool.
I can't.
Wait, I'm liable to drown.
Just give me a
Gotta
quick
stay
30,
out
maybe
30,
15.
yeah.
I'm gonna see how I feel.
Yeah, give me about 30 minutes.
Naked person on the side of the orgy, just on their phone, waiting for their food to. Yeah, it came to about 1:30. I'll probably be back in.
I'm like, Sam ain't doing nothing. He could go ahead, play with him. I'll be back in a second. I'll hop in. I need a refresher.
Man.
Is somebody doing a Starbucks run? Oh my gosh, I can't. Because it can't be just everybody doing it the entire time. There gotta be times where people are just
here's my question: how does it end?
At what
How
point?
do you get out of an 81-person orgy? I wonder
if it's like a quarter system. You know, like 4 quarters. There's selected teams at a time because people got to have breaks. You got to come off the
Man.
bench strong.
I know.
If
That
you-
last person was just like, come on, y'all ready?
He's like, come on, all right. They probably cheering him on. Yeah, come, fit it. Ah.
Imagine you got the wrong time zone on the invite. You missed the whole thing.
I can't. I mean, and our people
With
having
your ball in your hand. 12
Eastern? It's
Oh!
always Eastern. It's always Eastern time. Why is it always Eastern?
But are people having like regular conversations on the side, like they finish? So did you all sell the house? He's like, yeah,
I ain't
we
having no
did.
conversation on something.
Yeah, we
I'll
did.
tell you that right now. If
we
talk
sold the
about-
house. It went great. It went great.
Shot with the towel.
We closed.
I can't.
Hold on. You got any more wet wipes? We closed in 30 days. Yeah, we were able to keep our appliances though.
Cash sale. Quick escrow.
Like,
Sorry, baby Yoda. You want to know how you got here? It was 81 Yodas in here going ham. You want the force? Bro, the force was with them.
That's how you got lost in that little thing. That's how Mando had to come
Jedi
get you.
sex.
No.
Hey, girl.
I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing
Yeah,
this.
I know. I'm thinking from across the room.
We're not gonna
Hey,
disrespect
get out of
Star
there.
Wars.
I kind of like
George Lucas did not put the work in for
You
this.
know them
We're not
Jedi?
doing
Yeah,
this.
girl. What you think about that here?
now that would probably be the only type of orgy I'd be like, oh, okay, maybe. Do I have to see the person? Because if they're attractive, I'll be like, put your fingers down. Do not.
It's
Put 'em
COVID
down.
friendly.
Don't you? No, you with the unibrow, put your fingers down. That would be my only.
How does the
problem.
COVID officer regulate that?
Mask on?
Our doggone COVID officer on keep your distance.
She could do it.
She's strapped.
Man.
She could do it.
I'm waiting for her to pull the
Listen,
pull
if
the
you
blicky
if
out.
your COVID officer is likable, they probably aren't doing their job.
She'd be there. Unless you're doing oral, I need your mask on and shields on. If you're doing oral, we have an oral area over here. Please at least 6 feet away. Okay. If you need a break, we have a break room. If you need water, please do that outside.
Oh.
Yeah, she would be on top of it.
Speaking of the Mandalorian, somebody just brought it up in the comments. Are you up on that?
I told you I don't. How many times you
Okay,
asked
but
me
you
if
be
I
up with
watch it?
industry news.
Oh, you showed me
man.
yesterday. It's only because you showed me yesterday.
This girl,
Bro,
Gina Carano.
it costs $0 to mind your business.
Come on. Now, that's
This
what Dave
girl-
Chappelle said that I did agree with. Go ahead. Tell the story.
She played the rebel dropper. I can't think of her name right now.
I forgot to. But she had a solid role going towards the end of the
Solid.
season. She probably
Was
could have got her own
gonna be a big part
spin-off.
of a spin-off. Mm-hmm. She took up on random Tuesday or Wednesday. Was like, you know what?
My toes are out.
You know what connection I'm gonna make? Nazi Germany with people hating Republicans. Connect. She went on Instagram, was like, you know what happened with the Nazis? Before they had to do anything, they got their neighbors to turn on each other. That's what political hate is like. Star Wars was like, oh yeah.
What'd she just say? Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and don't just you know what? Turn that
We're
uniform.
gonna
back.
email you. Just drop your fob in an envelope and just mail it our way.
Bruh.
Don't even worry about it.
I just.
Why would you could have just shut up.
You could have just left that stupid
People
thought
got
in
too
your
much
head.
time
This
at home.
doggone Mandalorian universe is finna be so big. She probably would have been working for the next 10, 15 years, just as racist as she is, if she would have just been quiet. But no, she just had to go on the gram. And Star Wars was like, or Lucasfilm was like, Gina Carano is not currently employed by us, nor will she be in the future. I saw this thing on Twitter that said, season 3 of The Mandalorian, Gina Carano was hit by a spaceship. Anyway, episode 1.
Yeah.
They can write you off so quick.
It's the. I don't understand if it's the youthful, because I'm assuming she's younger. Or she
No, she's probably about
okay, she's
late
stupid.
30s or 40s.
Okay, she's just stupid. Why take that chance? Why take that chance to have any stance on something that ain't got jack to do with you? Your stance is not going to change anything.
All it changed was your employment.
Oh my gosh. Oh
Never
my gosh.
faster.
Let me tell you. 30. Oh,
She
now
38.
she done.
That's on her.
I was smarter than that by 27. 27, I realized, Angel, you need to shut up. Don't you listen. If it ain't about you and your household, shut up. And I didn't have nothing to lose but a Corolla at the time. Let me get some real money behind this.
Pay it
Y'all-
off.
Y'all gonna be. Here's the thing: it's gonna become. Let us get some real money, Kev. Like I know you experienced some real money, but let me get some real.
Me?
Y'all gonna be like, Angel's opinions are so middle ground.
Angel gonna be like, "What'd you think about this? What?"
I was
That's
like, let me tell
crazy.
you what I thought about it. is that the Lord is good, huh?
Amen.
And his mercies are everlasting.
People get on
Next
Kevin Hart
docket.
for not speaking on stuff, but I get it. Like, he's just like, what if I never said anything? And then I get all the roles that they offered me.
The only thing I will ever speak on is black stuff and
yeah.
things that are black and white. But if it comes to Jewish people, if it comes to the LGBTQIA community, well, let me tell you who ain't talking. Let me get some real money. I'll be like, I'm praying for those who have been affected by this. Oh, my God.
That way you don't even know who's who to be. Everybody involved. Amen.
And the wrongs that were done are wrong. Oh, my God. It's a shame.
Angel's just gonna be silent for 10 minutes one episode. She's like, sorry, I was praying.
Right. Hallelujah. And I pray for healing. Somebody needs to be healed emotionally and physically. I pray for that.
She's gonna have an altar call segment after every
That's
episode.
how y'all gonna know. Angel is protecting her money. I'll find a joke somewhere, but I'm gonna tell you what's not gonna happen is somebody talking about, well, we had to let Angel go because she said something about Holocaust. I was not there. It sounds horrible. And I don't think it should not have happened. Oh my God. It shouldn't have happened.
I was not there.
Was not there, so I will not speak on it.
I mean, I don't know what if you didn't learn.
Come on.
You didn't learn from everybody. You bruh. The Holocaust, slavery.
There's the lesson has been taught so many times.
What do people think is gonna be different for you? Oh, you thought you was special.
That's what it is, Kevin.
Because I was in season, I couldn't get fired. She got fired on the day off.
She got fired on her day off.
She thought she was about to be the Messiah and set everybody free. Huh? No, ma'am, you were not. You set yourself free from your contract. There will never be.
Freedom.
I done been fired a couple of times. It ain't never been from me talking out the side of my neck.
Man.
And that ain't what it's
You
from.
ever been fired from a job, Josh?
Mm-hmm.
You been fired?
I have.
I've been fired. You've been fired.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Have y'all been fired? I was actually thinking about it the other day. I wonder how many people have been fired. Is it common?
I don't know.
Or
I don't know if my
uncommon?
firing was technically a firing, but I got a severance, so I don't know if that's.
No, that's still fired though.
Oh, really?
You don't
Oh,
got
I got
that
fired.
job. You ain't
They
got
don't
that
I
job.
for sure got fired.
Definitely been fired.
Y'all been fired in the comments? Danny Rose? Danny Rose. I know Danny Rose been
Several.
fired. You
She's
got
like, it's
big. I'm
happening.
gonna say what I want. I don't need this job energy.
Yeah.
I knew Danny
Really?
Rose been fired. Have y'all been fired in the comments?
She said, I fired a job once. I fired them. You will no longer be able to employ me. Okay?
Yeah, that was my
I'll be-
only time.
Though I started catering for Wells Fargo.
Oh, wow.
Never been fired. Fired a few times. Never been fired. Never. No,
Listen.
never. Most people
Yeah.
ain't been fired. Fired hard. Alexander.
I've been fired from
They walked
Target.
me out.
Oh, now I ain't
They
never had
walked
to walk
me
out. I
I
ain't
said,
never.
y'all ain't gonna one of this stupid bank. Except my check.
I don't know. I think there's something about my energy that they wait until I go home, and then they don't even call
They
me.
know.
They call my people, and then my people got to tell me, and I'm like, Y'all better be glad I know this pass ain't gonna work tomorrow, cause I'd show up. And be like, you gonna explain to me? You gonna talk to me?
That man said, Angel said, you gotta fire me from home.
Yeah, they don't let me be there.
What pandemic? I got a mask. I got 2 of them.
I got a mask. I got a
Quit on
shield.
my day off. Oh, I quit.
I
I remember I quit a job in college after one day. I was working with kids. It was up. What's that thing in college when you help inner city kids go to college? Upfront, upstart,
I know what you're talking about, but I cannot
yeah.
remember it. Upward Bound.
upward bound,
Upward bound.
upward bound.
Solid. Angel
Come
knows.
on, that came from
That's
back
came from the
here.
back.
She
They
had that
given
written
me a
back
job
there.
for Upward Bound, and it took me 3 hours by bus to get there.
Ooh,
On my last transfer, I said, I'm not doing this
Nope.
no more.
I can't do it. The job I quit after the first day of training was selling Cutco knives.
First of all, they lied.
That's what they
Everybody
do.
in
good
my
knives?
age range, boy.
They prey on the people at college because they know you broke. They see you in the common area and you getting the cheap meal. They like that person need
Vector
money.
knives.
Vector.
They put. I remember clearly $17 to $22 an hour.
That's what they said. I know.
Where y'all paying that at?
And as a college student, you're Diddy at that time. You're Diddy. $22 an hour.
22
Can't
was
stop, won't stop.
$1,000 million.
I
Exactly.
remember me, Melissa, and Ant from Playmakers went to our. First of all, I was like, something's up because we all got a job interview at the same day at the same time. That is odd.
For the same position?
Same position. What kind of job is hiring in bulk?
Yeah.
But at $22 an hour, I'm interested. The fact that they got us in there, we didn't know what the job was.
Yep, they don't tell
We
you.
sit in there, these mugs done said, you got to buy the first set of knives at $500 before you can. I said, if I had $500 for knives, do you think I'd be in here asking for a $22 an hour job?
Yeah.
I don't know nobody who has $500 worth of money to buy knives
That's what
from.
you're just gonna write down the people you know, and you're gonna set times with them to sell the knives. I remember me and my best friend had the interview at the same time. We went together and they were like, oh, you guys have got it. You've got what it takes. We have the training right after this. And you all now already while I'm sitting there and I hear what it is, because I didn't had enough family members fall because of Vector knives. So as soon as I know what it is, I'm like, oh man, we got to quit. But she's like, the training's right after this. So we sit through the training. We watch them cut through a penny because that's their thing. Ooh, that stuff is so strong, cut through a penny. I can't remember one time that I was like, I wish I could cut this penny, because if I could cut this penny,
Such a random thing.
my life would be changed
You
forever.
don't need a knife for that. But we was like,
too
oh,
sharp.
wow.
So after the training, we go home, and I told my best friend, I need you to call them and quit us. She said, what? You got to call them and quit us. She was like, quit for both of us? Yes, I need you to quit us together. We tell them we're not going to do it. And she did. She was like, you all were not very honest about what we were going to have to do. We're not selling knives.
No. I remember me and Melissa did a job interview for Abercrombie and Fitch. It was me, her, and our homegirl Tasha, and sister in the food court of the Tacoma Mall with like 20 other white kids. And they was like, we're looking for the all-American look. We're like, well, we're out. Because I just thought about the pictures of people in the Abercrombie and Fitch store. I was like,
They don't look like y'all.
that ain't Abercrombie and Fitch energy.
My girlfriend, my other best friend, did sell Vector knives. She sold a big set. She was so hyped. She was like, bet, and she knew what she was going to do with the commission. She got her check, and it was for $18.
Oh, no.
She cried. Yes. She's like, I don't understand. I don't understand. I sold this set of knives and they only sent me $18. I was like, I tried to tell you.
That's $18 an hour.
To quit
Should only
us.
took you an hour to sell these. That's one set. That's 18.
That's all she got paid, period?
Yes.
Oh,
They was preying on them poor kids, man. And we fell for it hook, line, and sinker. It felt like a rite of passage. So many people our age have fallen for this. The doggone recruiting department is amazing.
They know. They see broke. They
Kev,
see it.
check your Instagram. Or check Jonathan Moreno's Instagram.
Oh, what did he do? No,
Jonathan
Jonathan, he's so
McReynolds.
great.
Jonathan McReynolds.
I know somebody
I
that.
am coming for you.
What'd
he do?
Jonathan.
Oh,
How you
you,
supposed-
Oh, really?
you freaking.
What'd he do?
Sure.
Oh,
He done bit his lip.
he did the duck lips. Oh, he did bite his lips. And then Rebecca put the hearts with the face beside it. I love this. This is great. Jonathan is not playing fair. You can't even do the reciprocal. You can't do nothing. You a whole Mary.
You thought he
So
was taking this photo for you guys?
Oh man. Oh.
She's just smiling so hard.
She's just happy to be here.
She is. She's having a blast. Oh well.
Man.
He got you good. What you gonna do? Yeah, other than growl. What you gonna do? Jonathan is not one to be played with. Okay, he's got the comebacks for the comebacks of the comebacks.
God,
He's got time.
killed by this dude.
He definitely has time to be brewing all this up.
What you gonna do, Kevin?
I don't know. I thought I had him with the whole explain this. He flipped that on his head.
You gonna have to let the air out of his tires. You gonna have to take and let
Gotta
the air
get
out.
physical.
Yeah, you gotta let the air out of his tires. I mean, he can always put the air back in him, but yeah, do it.
Anyway, I'm getting musty. Thank you guys for today's episode. If
was a
you're
good
pulling up to Tony Baker's show tonight, I'm doing all new material again.
You better.
I'm buying my
I'm
ticket.
actually going to go focus on this for the rest of the day. If not, we'll see you Tuesday. Quick announcement for people who have the app. The challenge show is going to be this episode's airing Sunday with Spice Adams.
Yeah.
It's going to be 2 weeks off for the next 4, but we did shoot 4 more for y'all. And we're actually going to start shooting season 2 this month as well. So we know y'all love that show. It is by far the funnest time.
We have it should be illegal how much fun we
Oh,
have.
it is
1000%.
It is great. I mean, we have a great time. I'm glad y'all love it. Season 2 will be bigger. COVID allowing, we're gonna be able to do some more stuff. We didn't really have much we could do this season, but anyway, so allow us 2 weeks. New shows are gonna start running out. Angel has 2 shows.
Yeah, 2
coming
shows
out. Ask Auntie Angel shooting early this week or next week
on Wednesday.
On Wednesday, then her episodes of Crafting Cocktails are going out. We got a new show with Keisha coming out. I've told y'all we gonna do what we said.
Yeah,
we gonna give opportunities to people in our community. Keisha is hilarious.
She's so funny.
She's great.
So good. I'm really excited for the show we're shooting. The other show we're shooting for her. We're shooting a short thing just to introduce the audience to her, but a bigger show with her later this month. So just stay tuned. Keep supporting, man. You're supporting more than just me. It's a whole community of Black creators specifically, and Black women first. You understand me?
Understands me.
So we appreciate your support. God bless you. God keep you. Mugs are sold out, they're saying, Joshy.
Yeah, I'd have work to do.
Now get it
Joshy done get
together.
the mugs. So I told you.
Yeah.
And we didn't even get to post it on the Patreon. This is just the people who happen to be watching live.
This is before they knew they were
I didn't
racist.
even know where the link
I
came
literally
from. Where
got
the link come from?
I got anxiety. I had to send it to Kat because they were freaking out in the.
Oh, Kat will pull up on you.
Oh, yeah,
did.
she will.
She got
She'll
hers
pull up.
first too. Shouts to Kat.
Oh yeah, Kat ain't playing.
Listen,
What
Kat,
you-
give it
she's
to
like,
me here. Order. All right, y'all.
She's like 99 left.
Kat was like, when I did the Mommy Likes box, she was like, "No, wait, did I miss the drop?" Because I was on the Patreon and I didn't see it. And I was like,
Man,
"No,
listen.
it's okay, Kat."
And I'm proud of you, Joshy.
Thank you,
He
Kat.
coming out of that shell. He making merch. He making books. He got his podcast going.
Hey,
I will be satisfied till all my niggas get it. Get it?
Get
I know
it.
you ain't a nigga, but you know what I'm
Nah,
saying?
I'm not.
You, by association, you with us.
You
know
with
what I'm
us?
saying?
You
If
with
it go
us.
down, we don't know how that nigga Josh cool.
I don't know. He made a joke about me. I'll be like, I don't know this man.
Don't do that.
I don't know
Hate
this
to say it, I
man.
hope I don't sound ridiculous. I don't know who this man is.
I don't
He could be
know.
walking down the street. I wouldn't.
He was
I
like,
wouldn't know
Angel,
that.
Kai, stop. I
Nothing.
don't know. I
Never
don't
seen
know.
him.
I don't know. Yeah, happy Valentine's Day to you
Happy
guys.
Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day.
Smash who you love.
No Valentine's, just vibes.
Yeah, no Valentine's.
No Valentine's, just vibes.
Just vibes.
Anyway, peace. I wanted to talk about that.